Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've seen our most recent video that dropped this morning, you know that the Firebird engine is seized. Despite trying some penetrating oil, Marble Mist oil, ATF, it just doesn't want to budge. I've read some other concoctions online that may or may not work, but I'm done. It's time to move on. So in this video, I'm just kind of show you what moving on means for this car and basically just sped up the process of what the end goal was with it anyway. So, all right, let's talk about this and have a look at what we're going to be doing. So there it is. I just picked this up this morning. It's a 5.3 liter LM7 Iron Block LS for all you people that say it's not LS. But picked this up this morning. It's got like 160 some thousand miles on it, I think. There's 8,000 miles on it since you put a cam in it. It's a BTR Stage 2 truck cam, which is not really the cam I want, but it is a cam. Let me loosen these up quick. I'll show you inside. All right, so we have a look inside here. See, it's a fairly clean engine. It's got new springs in it to go with the cam. And we'll show you the cam here in a second. So we'll see here, just to verify what I said, it does have a BTR Stage 2 truck cam in it. It's 212, 218. Can't read upside down with 553, 111 LSA. Not a turbo cam, but like Richard Holder says, every cam's a turbo cam. And in addition to the long block, I also got this, so it's pretty much a complete engine. It did come with intake, fuel rails, wiring harness, fuse box, 411 PCM. 411 PCM, it's still a fuse box, John. Move the camera. 2 sets of coils and a whole bunch of extra coils, throttle body, a couple plug wires, and a Vortec engine cover. So what's the plan besides put that in there? We're going to build a budget LS car in the garage. You see a lot of it online, but a lot of people are like, oh, you can't, LS and budget doesn't go together. Well, we're going to find out one way or another. We're going to find out and see if we can do it. I can't fab. I don't know how to weld. I've never welded anything in my life. So there's going to be some money spent there where if you can fab and you can weld, you can save money. But, ultimately it's just going to be how cheap can we do an LS swap, a turbo LS swap. Let me rephrase that. Turbo LS swap. So, Chinese turbo, flip truck manifolds, you know, all the good stuff, cheap stuff. And we're just going to see how much it costs, and I'll keep a running total of it for you, and you can follow along. And if I can do it cheap, anybody can do it cheap. Because like I said, I don't fab. I'm not even a mechanic. Like, I just do this for fun. I work on cars as a hobby and make YouTube videos as a hobby and kind of learn as I go and share that info with you. So I'm far from the most ideal person to be doing an LS swap in his garage, but we're going to try it. And of course, I picked the absolute worst vehicle probably to do an LS swap on. This is part of the reason right here, how the rake of the windshield and the cowl, that truck manifold is not going to fit. So we're going to have to get some sort of car manifold. Truck oil pan is not going to fit. We're going to have to get an F-body pan. I'm not sure on accessories yet. It's not going to have a whole lot of accessories, but we might need to do like an F-body alternator, and I don't know. We're going to have to look into that other 28 billion relocation kits. But we'll figure something out. But yeah, like any other car, you know, you have a third gen, you might need a pan, but you do the intake, cowl hood. I know Fairmont's Fox body stuff, you just drop it in and you're good. But so we made this a little more difficult, but it's going to be pretty cool when it's done. So I said this was going to be a budget swap and that I'd be sharing the totals with you. So let's get started. Right now I have $200 into this. I paid $200 for this engine. It was like 10 minutes from my house, which usually doesn't happen, but it was nice to find a deal close. So I think we're off to a good start. Next thing, we've got to figure out how we're getting into the car, whether we're buying like a conversion kit. I think Hooker Blackheart makes like a LS to V6 K-member swap, but I think it's going to be cheaper and just get a K-member out of an LS car. So I'm going to try hunting one of them down. But yeah, and basically this stuff's going to be built with cheap stuff I can find on Marketplace, Craigslist, even though Craigslist kind of sucks anymore, which is kind of disappointing. But yeah, it's not going to be the fastest car, it's not going to be the prettiest car, but it's going to be fun. And really that's what it's about. I've said that through a ton of my videos, that it's about having fun. Freiburger always says, don't get it right, get it running. You just miss out on having so much fun when your car's sitting on jack stands, because what fun's that? I had a 96 Formula when I was younger. Thought it'd be cool to build like a 9-second car when I was like 20, 21. That never happened, but I had so much money into that car, just into the chassis, as far as a 9-inch tubular front end, tubular, every bolt-on suspension part, had a 10-point cage put in it, 9-inch rear, I don't even remember, it was way too much money, QA1 coilovers, but I never drove the car. I bought it, had it at my buddy's house, he needed room, moved to my other buddy's house, moved it to my house when I got a house, didn't have the money to finish it, so I just ended up getting rid of it, and I had the thing for like 7 years and I enjoyed it for like 1, and then it just sat on jack stands. So that's what we're not trying to do here. We're just trying to show the average Joe spending not a lot of coin and just building a fun car. I mean, I'd like to see it run 10s. Is it gonna? I don't know. But we'll see. See how much money we can do this for. But like I said, right now we're 200 bucks in, so we're off to a good start, and hopefully I can keep hunting down them deals. Another pitfall we're going to have to avoid is the temptation to buy shiny, fancy new things. You don't need an $800 set of MSD coils to run 10s. You don't need certain things. You don't need aftermarket heads. Whatever. I think that's a big problem where people say budget and LS don't go together when they just start throwing money at a car and, oh, I don't have money for this. Well, I need heads. Well, do you really? I mean, everybody, these days, it doesn't make 1,000 horse, so I don't want to do it. It's 2022, you need 1,000 horsepower. Yeah, these guys would probably mess their pants at 600 wheel, but they're out here trying to build 1,000 horsepower car that they're never going to finish. So that's another thing we're trying to avoid here. How long this is going to take, I don't know. If I'm not finding deals, I'm not buying parts. So it's going to be a slow process. But I think the next step here is I'm going to pull the V6 out of it, and I'll do a video of me pulling the V6 out of it and go from there. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the video. For everyone following along with the build, I really appreciate all the new subscribers, just kind of in the comments I've been getting on this car. So I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. And stay tuned for more LS swap content now, apparently. But thanks for tuning in, and maybe I'll see you at the urgent care when I hurt myself building this thing. Later.